Hello from Tanzania. The morning here is alive with energy, and the warmth of the people is as bright as the sun. Tanzania is a land of contrasts. Kilimanjaro's snowy peak, the endless Serengeti, and most importantly, its vibrant communities. With over 120 ethnic groups, each day is a celebration of unique traditions, music, and stories. Community is at the heart of life here. Greetings like Jambo and Mambo Vipi echo everywhere, reflecting a relaxed, positive spirit. The city of Arusha buzzes with activity. Vendors set up stalls, children head to school, and the aroma of chai and roasting maize fills the air. Today, I'm not chasing the big five or climbing mountains. I'm here to discover Tanzania's soul by living a day as the locals do. With an open heart and mind, I'm ready to dive into the real Tanzania. Here's my challenge. Can I truly experience a full, vibrant day in Tanzania with just $50 in my pocket? It's not just about pinching pennies, but about immersing myself in the local rhythm and seeing how far a single bill can take me. Instead of sticking to the usual tourist hotspots, I'll dive into the heart of Tanzanian life. I want to travel, eat, and shop just like the locals do. No fancy restaurants or private taxis, just authentic experiences. First things first, I exchange my $50 bill for a thick stack of Tanzanian shillings, about 130,000. Suddenly I feel like a millionaire, but I know I'll have to be smart about every shilling I spend. My plan is simple. Use daladalas, the local minibuses, for all my transport. They're crowded, lively, and the real backbone of city travel here. I'll eat a hearty local lunch at a bustling market, sample street food, and maybe even pick up a few unique souvenirs along the way. And I can't miss the chance to visit a Maasai community, to learn about their traditions and daily life firsthand. I'll budget 5,000 shillings for transport, 10,000 for a filling lunch, and set aside 30,000 for the Maasai visit. That still leaves me with enough for snacks, spontaneous treats, and maybe a surprise or two I haven't planned for yet. I'm excited to try local snacks, maybe some mandazi or fresh sugarcane juice from a street vendor. But the real challenge isn't just stretching the money. It's making every shilling count for a richer, more meaningful experience. With limited resources, I'll need to negotiate prices, ask locals for advice, and be open to unexpected opportunities. I'll rely on the kindness of strangers and let their generosity and wisdom guide my journey. This isn't just about budgeting, it's about connecting with Tanzania on a deeper, more personal level, sharing stories, laughter, and maybe even a meal. I'm genuinely excited to see what adventures and connections unfold as I set off with my pocket full of shillings and an open mind. Sometimes the less you spend, the more you gain, new friends, unforgettable memories, and a true taste of local life. Let's see just how far $50 can really take me in Tanzania. The journey begins now, and I can't wait to share every moment with you. My first stop is Arusha's Central Market, a whirlwind of color, sound, and scent. The air is thick with ripe mangoes, spices, and the energy of hundreds of vendors. Pyramids of tomatoes, heaps of spinach, and sacks of beans create a vibrant tapestry. Vendors call out Ndizi, Nzuri, and Karibu, inviting me to sample their goods. The market is alive with the rhythm of daily life. Baskets balanced on heads, children laughing, artisans crafting jewelry and fabrics. Every stall tells a story. Every face reflects the city's spirit. It's more than a place to shop. It's the heart of Arusha, where community thrives. I wander, mesmerized by the sights and sounds, feeling welcomed at every turn. Here, the culture is tangible and the connection is real. This market is a living museum of Tanzanian life. I'm grateful to witness it firsthand. Hunger leads me to a corner of the market where food stalls serve up local favorites. I order with spinach and coconut milk and smoky, grilled goat, all for just 7,000 shillings. The meal is simple, hearty, and delicious. True Tanzanian comfort food. This shows me how to eat with my hands, pinching off to scoop up the savory sides. Around me, market workers and drivers share stories and laughter. This isn't just lunch, it's a moment of connection, a taste of home for locals and a window into their world for me. The flavors are honest, the company warm. I leave the table full, not just with food, but with a sense of belonging. Sometimes the best meals are the simplest ones, shared among new friends. This is the experience I came for, onward with a happy heart. Next, I set out for a Maasai village, following a tip from a local friend at the market. The market itself is a whirlwind of color and sound, vendors calling out, the scent of spices in the air, and the easy laughter of people who know each other well. My friend draws a rough map in the dust, pointing out the route I should take, and wishes me luck with a broad smile. The Dala Dala ride is an adventure, packed with people, chickens, and laughter, rolling from city streets to dusty plains. Every bump in the road is met with a joke or a story, and I find myself squeezed between a grandmother with a basket of vegetables and a young boy clutching a radio. The bus is alive with energy, and the journey feels like a celebration of daily life. The landscape shifts to open savanna, dotted with acacia trees and grazing cattle. The city noise fades, replaced by the rhythmic hum of tires on dirt and the vast golden expanse outside the window. Occasionally we pass herders guiding their cattle, their silhouettes striking against the horizon. After an hour, I'm dropped at a junction and walk toward a cluster of traditional Maasai bomas. The road is dusty and quiet, and each step brings me closer to a world I've only read about. The anticipation builds with every footfall. The quiet is profound, broken only by the wind and distant birds. There's a sense of timelessness here, as if the land itself is holding its breath, waiting for stories to unfold. A Maasai warrior named Lamayan greets me with a warm sopa. His presence is both welcoming and dignified, and his eyes reflect a deep connection to this land. He welcomes me, recognizing my effort to arrive as a respectful visitor, not a typical tourist. Lamayan's handshake is firm, and he nods approvingly at my attempt to greet him in Ma, the Maasai language. The village is a circle of huts, protected by thorny fences and alive with the sounds of daily life. Children chase each other, women tend to chores, and the air is filled with the lowing of cattle and the crackle of small fires. Lamayan explains that his community values sharing their culture with those who come with an open mind. He tells me about their traditions, their respect for the land, and the importance of hospitality in Maasai life. I feel both relief and excitement as I'm invited inside. The cool darkness of the hut is a welcome contrast to the bright sun outside, and the smell of wood smoke lingers in the air. This is a rare chance to see Maasai life up close. I watch as families gather, sharing stories and meals, their daily routines unfolding before me. The journey here, by local means, has already opened doors. Traveling this way has allowed me to connect, to be welcomed as a guest rather than a stranger. I'm ready to learn from the Maasai, not just observe. The adventure deepens, and I realize that the real journey is only just beginning. Inside the boma, I'm struck by the ingenuity of Maasai homes. Huts built from mud, sticks, and dung, cool and sturdy. Children greet me with laughter, dressed in bright cloth and beads. Lamayan's grandmother, the family matriarch, welcomes me warmly. Life here is communal, several generations living together, cattle at the center of it all. Lamayan invites me into a hut. It's dark, cool, and simple, with a fire pit and mud beds. For the Maasai, wealth is measured in cattle and children, not possessions. Men are warriors and herders. Women build homes, fetch water, and raise families. Their lives are hard but deeply connected to tradition and land. I listen to Lamayan's stories, humbled by the resilience and dignity of his people. The Maasai have preserved their identity in a changing world. Their values offer a powerful contrast to my own. I leave the hut with a new perspective. As the sun lowers, Lamayan invites me to witness the Adumu, the Maasai jumping dance. Young warriors gather in a circle, chanting in deep, hypnotic harmony. Two at a time, they leap straight up, heels never touching the ground, competing for height and honor. The dance is a rite of passage, a display of strength and grace. The energy is electric, the camaraderie infectious. Lamayan explains the dance's meaning. It's about stamina, pride, and attracting brides. Suddenly, I'm invited to join. My attempt is clumsy, but the warriors cheer and laugh with me. In that moment, I'm not just a spectator, I'm part of the celebration. The experience is humbling, joyful, and unforgettable. The Adumu is more than a dance, it's a living tradition. I feel honored to be included. This is the heart of Maasai culture, I'll never forget it. As my visit draws to a close, Maasai women gather around, their hands skillfully arranging vibrant handmade jewelry, bracelets and necklaces, each bead color telling a story, each pattern holding a special meaning passed down through generations. The market stall is alive with color and tradition, a living tapestry of Maasai culture. I choose a bracelet woven in red, blue, and white, and a beautifully carved wooden elephant. As I hand over the money, I know my purchase is more than a souvenir. It's a way to support the community directly, helping families and artisans thrive. These souvenirs are more than just objects to me. They're living stories, reminders of laughter, shared moments, and the warmth of Maasai hospitality. Each piece carries the memory of this day. My day's spending is simple: 5,000 shillings for transport, 7,000 for a hearty lunch, 15,000 for the souvenirs, and a 20,000 shilling thank you gift to the family who welcomed me so openly. All told, I've spent less than $50, yet what I've gained is priceless: a wealth of experience, new friendships, and a deeper understanding of Maasai life. As the sun sets behind the acacia trees, I thank Lamayan and his family for their kindness, generosity, and the stories they've shared with me. The children gather, waving and calling out, "Kwaheri!" Their smiles and laughter echo in the evening air, a joyful farewell I'll never forget. Walking back to the road, backpack a little heavier with gifts, my heart feels even fuller. I'm filled with immense gratitude for the day's encounters and the lessons learned. This wasn't just a transaction, it was a true exchange of stories, smiles, and genuine connection, bridging worlds in the simplest of ways. The most valuable travel moments are often the simplest: shared meals, laughter, and quiet conversations under the open sky. I leave with treasures that can't be bought in any shop: memories, friendships, and a sense of belonging that will stay with me long after I return home. Tanzania has given me more than I ever expected. Farewell, Maasai friends, until we meet again. On the ride back to Arusha, I reflect on a day that cost little but meant everything. My $50 challenge led me to real connections, not just sights. I learned that the richest travel experiences come from stepping off the beaten path and embracing the unknown. The kindness I received was freely given, a reminder of our shared humanity. Tanzania's true treasure is its people, their warmth, resilience, and generosity. I leave with memories, friendships, and lessons that can't be measured in money. If you visit, skip the luxury for a day, ride a dala, eat at a food stall, talk to strangers. The world opens up when you travel with curiosity and an open heart. That's the real reward of travel: connection, understanding, and shared joy.